Have you ever had to spell a word and thought, wait, does it have one C or two C's? Should this be an I or an E? Do I put the A here or there? If so, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Claire, your English teacher, and today we're going to look at a topic that a lot of people have requested: English spelling. Yeah, I know. English spelling can be difficult sometimes. So in this video, we're going to look at 30 of the most common words that language learners misspell in English. I'll also let you in on a little secret. I sometimes forget how to spell these words too, so it's totally natural to have a few problems with them. To make sure you really get it, I have also made a free PDF with the quiz from today's video, and at the end, the correct spellings. You can download it now by clicking the link in the description. Just enter your name and email address and you'll be signed up to receive all future PDF lessons, updates and course information. Also, you can unsubscribe at any time if you want. We're looking at the words in English that are a bit tricky for lots of reasons. So let's get into it. We're going to do this like a quiz. I'm going to show you a word with two versions of the spelling. One is correct and one is definitely incorrect. You'll have a few seconds to decide which one is the correct spelling. Let's do one together as an example. Now, don't worry, it'll be an easy one, hopefully. As we go through the video, the words will get more difficult to spell correctly. So, you ready? The word is tomorrow. So, we've got two versions. Tomorrow. Which one is the correct spelling? If you said option B, you're correct. So, now you know how it works. Let's try a few more. Be careful, it's really easy to make mistakes with these words. The next word is the top one I have issues with when I need to spell it. Definitely. So, what's the correct spelling of definitely? It's option A. Definitely doesn't have an A. It has two E's and two I's. One easy way to remember is EI, then IE. Let's try another word. How do you spell address? Address. It's option A. This one can be confusing. It's got two D's and two S's. Okay, our next word is business. Which is the right one? Business. It's option B. Don't forget about the I in the middle. Next word. This is another classic where people make mistakes. The word is truly. Truly. So, what way do we spell this one? It's option A. There is no E. I think we get confused with the word true, but there is no E. Let's look at another word. This one is a favorite of mine. It always makes me think of a joke from a TV show on how to spell this word. The word is professor. And if you know the joke, then you obviously love the show. So, how do we spell professor? It's option A, just one F and two S's. Okay, that's the first 5 done. How did you do? We're going to move on to some difficult words, so be careful. It's going to be even more easy to make a mistake. Our word is succeed. How do you spell succeed? It's option B, 2 C's and 2 E's. Weird, isn't it? When I write this word, I always think it looks wrong, but nope. Succeed has 2 C's in the middle and 2 E's at the end. Let's try another. Independent. Is it spelled A or B? Independent. What's correct? It's option B. It's always spelled with ENT at the end of the word. Sometimes it can sound like there's an ant at the end of the word, independent, but if it does, it's probably due to varying accents. How about the classic misspelled word, environment? Is it option A or option B, environment? It's option A. There is always an N in the middle. This is a mistake I've seen so many people make. Don't forget the N. I remember when I was in school, a lot of the students kept forgetting it, and the geography teacher dedicated time to making sure we spelt it correctly. So I will never forget how to spell environment now. Here's another similar word like environment. Not every letter gets pronounced, so people forget about spelling them. The word is temperature. Is it A or B? It's option A. There is always an A in the middle. People say this word so quickly that you often don't hear it, and you don't hear them pronouncing that A. Okay, here's our last word of medium difficulty. Calendar. Calendar. Which one? It's B. Be really, really careful with this word. If you're talking about days and weeks of the year, it ends in AR, which is probably the one you're going to be using. There is another word in English with the ER spelling, but it's a really specific machine about making clothes or paper, so it's probably not that one that you want to use. This won't come up in spell checks either, so be doubly aware. How about that? Don't worry if you aren't getting them all correct. These spellings are super common mistakes that everyone makes. Moving on, we're going to look at some of the more difficult words that people usually spell incorrectly. These words have a lot of extra letters. Imagine a lot of S's, some kind of combinations that make them look like they're totally incorrect. So let's take an extra moment with the words to make sure that you get them right. Here is a classic word people misspell. Accommodation. Do we spell it A or B? Accommodation. It's option B. It's got 2 C's and 2 M's. When I write this down, I always look at it and think, 2 C's? 2 M's? That can't be right. It is though, so it's completely normal to question it. Next one, embarrass. Do we spell it A, embarrass, or B, embarrass? Which one is it? It's A. There are 2 R's and 2 S's in the word embarrass. I hope knowing this, you won't get embarrassed with your misspelling. Yeah, I know, that was a terrible joke. Sorry. Now let's look at another tricky word, possession. How do we spell possession? Do you know this one? Are you sure? Let's look at the answer. It's A, possession. It has 2 S's at the start and 2 S's at the end. So 4 S's in total? Yikes. The next word is necessary. What's the correct way to spell necessary? It's B. Just 1 C, but 2 S's. It can be a bit confusing. I might need an extra moment for this one. Okay, the last word for this section is colleague. Colleague. It's A. The word colleague has 2 L's. Watch out for this if you're writing about the people you work with, your work colleagues. So we are halfway through our 30 words. Out of the last 15, how have you been doing so far? Are there any words that you were surprised with? Let us know in the comments. Now, the next 15 words are going to get really difficult, so make sure you are ready. Let's get to it. Some have letters that you wouldn't expect in them, or just sound a bit different from how they are actually spelled. Let's start with vacuum. How do you spell vacuum? It is B. There is a double U. Really strange. Moving on, our next word is receive. Is it receive or receive? It is A, receive. It's a bit of an exception, but the I comes after the E in this word. It's a very common word people misspell when writing. Let's look at another one. Basically. What's the correct spelling of basically? This is a tricky word. It's A. The word finishes in A-L-L-Y and not the typical L-Y ending that we get with a lot of adverb words. Now let's try and spell a vegetable that many people love to hate. I personally love it. Broccoli. How do you spell broccoli? It is B. Maybe this is similar in your language. If not, you'll have to spend some time memorizing the spelling. Or, I don't know, just avoid the vegetable completely. Even I find it hard to believe it ends in the letter I. The next word is familiar. Be careful with this one. Familiar. I hope the answer is familiar to you, because if it isn't, then you wouldn't have chose B. Watch out for that, the second I at the end. Let's look at another word. The word is library. The place where you can borrow books. Library. It's A. People often spell it wrong and forget the R in the middle. The final word of this group is career. How do you spell career? It's B. There is a double E at the end of career, which you wouldn't really think, would you? All right, you've done amazing so far. We're about to step it into the next level. The words in this next section are some of the most commonly misspelled words in English, and they can be tricky for everyone, even native speakers. So please don't stress if you make a mistake. The goal here is to learn the pattern and remember it for next time. Let's go. Your word is jewelry. How do you spell jewelry? It's B. You might see it with one L in American English, so spelled Jewelry. And this is also a correct spelling. It has two L's with British English and one with American English. Okay, the next one. This word describes a tool you use for cutting paper. Can you spell scissors? I know it sounds like there's a Z in there, but in fact, it's a double S. So the answer is A. There are 4 S's in scissors. That's a lot. Now for a word that describes something that might happen. A possibility. Is it possibility or possibility? It's B. So many double and even triple letters in this one. The key is to remember which ones. There are 2 S's and 3 I's. Okay, this next one is a very common word, but it has one specific letter that almost everyone gets wrong. The word is separate. Separate. What do you think? A or B? It's A. Did you get the A in the middle? That's the secret. A good way I use to remember it is to think there is a rat in separate. Now you'll never get it wrong. All right, let's try another one that changes its form. So we know the verb pronounce, but how do you spell the noun pronunciation? Pronunciation. Did you say A? This is a classic trap. The OU form in the verb pronounce disappears. No O after the first N. This one is really testing your knowledge. Okay, let's move on to some truly strange English spellings. Your next word is that little voice inside your head that tells you what is right and what is wrong. Your conscience. How do we spell conscience? It's B. This one feels like it breaks all the rules. You just have to memorize it. Excellent work if you got that right. Speaking of strange words, how about this one? When you wait in a line, you are in a queue. So how do you spell the word queue? Well, the correct answer is A. Isn't that the weirdest word? It's basically like the letter Q followed by 4 silent vowels. It's a classic misspelled word for a reason. And for our final word of this video, it's one that many people say is the most difficult word to spell in all of English. Well, I'll let you decide. The word is rhythm. How do you spell rhythm? It's A. This word is tough because it has no standard vowels. It's spelled with a Y, and some people find that quite strange as a letter combination. It's pretty odd, to be honest. If you spelled rhythm correctly, you are a true spelling champion. And that's a wrap on our spelling challenge. How did you do? Don't worry if you didn't get them all right. English spelling, it can be a lot. And the best way to improve is to just practice the ones that you find the most difficult. So spelling them out loud or writing them down. A great way to do this and to remember them is with a mnemonic phrase. Even that word is difficult to spell. Anyway, mnemonic devices are short rhymes or special words that help you remember something. So, for example, when I was younger, I used to remember how to spell the word together by kind of seeing 3 words within that word. So I would say to get her, together. So that's how I remember that one. What about you? Do you have any clever tricks for remembering difficult spellings? Please share them with me in the comments, and hopefully it will help other people with their spelling as well. And remember, if you want to review all of today's words, you can download the free PDF from the link in the description. Thank you so much for learning with me today. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for further lessons. See you soon.